today I have a layout, and it's a picture of me and both of my boys several years ago at Red Robin for one of my son's birthdays. And I'm starting out with this on-trend, it's like a wood grain background paper, and I'm using a piece of acetate, it's like designed acetates from, what's the name of that company? Hambly. And I wanted to use that as a layer. And then I'm using the 6x6 paper pad called Do It or DIY or something like that. It's from Crate Paper. And I tried really hard just to stick to the 6x6 paper pad for this layout. And it's not really the same as most of my others because I'm not much of a layered type scrapbook person. But I thought I would give it a try in this layout, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm cutting this piece in half because it wasn't long enough, and then I'm making little flag ends on it. And then I'll just slide it under the photo and no one will ever know that it's not, a whole piece. So I thought that right now it needed something else, like it just needs a third color. So I chose this Sunray paper from the little 6x6 pad and decided to lay it sideways like that. So I'm just trimming off some of the edge that didn't cut right. And now I'm going to start going around the edges of everything with black soot distress ink and adhering it down. And I realized that it was on there crooked, so I'm going to pull it up in just a minute and straighten it out. But I decided to use my magnetic ruler that goes with my cutting mat to make sure that it was on there straight. It doesn't look straight on the camera, but that's because the camera was crooked. I know that looks really crooked, but it's really straight. So I'm just going to adhere everything down now. And then I'm going to accidentally have to pull up that picture, and it almost ripped in the middle because it's really thin. I printed it on my Canon selfie, and the photo paper is a little bit thin. Or no, I didn't. I printed it on my regular printer, and I used Kodak photo paper, and that was really thin. So I just decided I didn't like the white border around it, so I just wanted to cut that off. And then I realized that it just faded into the back of the top layers. So I needed, I needed a mat to go around that. And I wanted to use that black and white vertical stripe, but I thought, it's kind of weird. So I looked and I couldn't find anything else, so I just decided, what the heck, just go for it. Chanel does, right? So I just went around that with my black soot distress ink and decided to use that as my top layer. So that's the main part of the page. And then I'm just going to go on to the embellishments. So I pulled out a whole bunch of label stickers, and I'm just going to go through those for a little bit and try to decide which ones I want to go where. And I got a toothpick out to make a little flag out of this jelly bean soup sticker. And I ended up having to cut off the tops and the bottom of it because I can never stick it on straight, and there's always something overlapping. So it says love on the banner flag, and I realized in a minute that it needs something underneath it because it just kind of, I don't like the way it looks next to that red piece of paper standing up there. So right now I'm trying to find a label sticker or something to go behind it. And I really wanted to use that sticker on this layout, and you'll see me try to use it several times, but I decide in the end that it just doesn't work. So I found this little tape sticker from the On Trend collection, and I decided to use that. And I had to add adhesive to those because they're not very sticky, and I don't know if it's because they're a little bit older or if it's because it's so freezing cold here or maybe they just came that way. But then I went to the On Trend collection border stickers and decided to put the little scallop edge down there at the bottom underneath the photos because I just thought that added another layer and gave it a little bit more interest. And then I'm putting the other piece of it up top, but I forgot to zoom out, so I'm sorry about that. I wanted to put this arrow down there. It says love this place, and that is my son's favorite place to go on his birthday, or it used to be, Red Robin restaurant. So I just wanted to find a couple labels to layer it with to make a little embellishment. And so right now that's what I'm doing, just searching for the third layer. I wanted to put it down there in that corner because that just seems like the natural place to put it, but the arrow wouldn't have pointed to the photo, so I thought that was a little odd, so I just moved it up a little bit. So now I'm going through the little sticker sheet from the new Daily, what is that called? Daily Flash or something like that. It's the Simple Stories sticker sheet. And I found a couple little hearts and a geo tag with a heart. And I put those little stickers down there in the left-hand bottom corner. And I was just looking to see if there's anything else on there that would go. But I did find this little label sticker that has a birthday hat, and it was red. And I thought it matched well, but I couldn't find a really good place for it. So I think in the end I end up just using it as a layer for my title to go on. So now I have a couple of other little stickers, and I'm sorry that I didn't zoom out, but you'll get to see most of it. That little sticker that says Good Times, I really, really wanted to use that one. And I end up layering that in the bottom right corner, and you'll get to see that when I move the paper in a minute. So I kind of stick it to the top of this little sticker that has lines on it, and then I'm just going to write the journaling. And I'm not much of a storyteller. I just kind of put who, what, when, and where. So that's what I did. And now I'm kind of messing with the top right corner on and off, but I don't really put anything down there, so you're not really missing much. I've got to work on remembering to zoom in and zoom out and all that kind of stuff when I'm doing this. So now I'm going to work on my title. And I started to put a Red Robin birthday, but then I didn't like the way that it looked. So I'm going to change it to It's a Red Robin birthday or something like that. You'll see in just a second. So I'm using these mini market stickers from October Afternoon, and I'm using the red to type in to put in Red Robin, and then I'm using this off-white with little stripes to put birthday. And then I'm going to go back up to where it says A and change not only what it says, but I'm also going to change the sticker. And it's kind of a small title, but since everything's layered into one little section on the page, I thought it would be fine. And I use gray mini market stickers for the top line as well. And I just put It's a Red Robin birthday. And I wish that they had apostrophes on these little mini market stickers, but they don't, so I just had to put the It's like all together. So that's my title. I zoomed out, yay! So now you can see the top and right corner. I didn't really do too much to it. I don't really add a whole lot more to this because I just kind of think everything's focused around the photo, and that's kind of what I wanted. But I did stamp a stamp up in the right corner. At first I thought I was going to use this border stamp, and it's got cameras on it, but I decided in the end not to. And right now I had to make a phone call, and I forgot to turn off the camera, and I was going to edit this out, but my editing software keeps crashing, so I'm having to use Windows Movie Maker 2.6 or something right now to do the voiceover. So unfortunately I wasn't able to edit everything out. So now you'll see the little banner flag or stamp, and this is from Webster's Pages, Allison Creft something or another. I can't remember the name of it, but so I stamped that little banner stamp, and it came out really well because I used versified ink. And then I'm just going to put the leftover piece of the banner strip up there. And I'm looking through my wood veneers now, and I store them in this close to my heart container with a little dollar store plastic containers inside, and I put one on the top of each one so that you can see what's in there. So I was going to color it with a red Copic marker because I wanted the camera to be red, and it wasn't dark enough, so I got another red one and colored it darker. And then I just decided that I would just staple it up there. And I'd never stapled like a wood veneer piece before, but it was fine. And now I'm looking through my rhinestones and pearls, excuse me, and I keep them in a binder with divided page protectors, and I put them on little pieces of cardstock. So now I'm just